Hello, my name is Daniel Clark, and on April 4, 2024, I will be conducting Assignment 3, Part 1, relying on my understanding, the information in my textbook, and by conducting my own research, I will explain the difference between explosives and propellants. Part 2, in my opinion, should the firearms industry find a way to move away from the current propellants, and if so, what could be used instead of the current propellant source? Part 3, draw a cross-section of all three types of primers described in Chapter 6. Your battery cup, your boxer, and your Bertardan. Show my drawings on video and describe how these things work and the purpose of various primer designs. Part 1. The difference between explosives and propellants can sometimes be misconstrued as the same thing, but they are pretty different. Explosives is more of an energetic substance that undergoes rapid combustion and detonation when ignited. Propellants, on the other hand, are more deflagration rather than detonation. Deflagration is a slower controlled combustion process. Propellants also provide a gradual release of pressure over a longer duration, while explosives release energy in very short duration, making a powerful blast occur suddenly at a velocity of 4,000 feet per second. Some examples of explosives would be your dynamite, your TNT, and your C4. Explosives can be used by many different people for many different things. Demolitionists, mining companies, and of course your military. Propellants, for a few examples, can be used with your firearms, rockets, and other propulsion systems. Propellants and explosives both use chemical reactions, but their behavior and purposes differ significantly. Explosives deliver rapid and intense energy. Propellants provide sustained pressure for controlled propulsion. Part 2. For many decades, the firearms industry has used the same propellant. As far as moving away from the current propellant would be a complicated task, I feel. But my opinion, they will eventually find something that will break the market as new ammunition is always being developed. A few ideas for new propellants could be compressed air, which is already used in your paintball guns, or airsoft rifles. Electricity used in your tasers. Advanced explosives, something to go beyond gunpowder, with higher energy per gram, could be developed in the future. Part 3, the battery cup primer. The battery cup primer plays a crucial role in ensuring reliable ignition. When firing pin strikes the primer, it compresses the primer compound against the anvil. This compression sets off the fuel oxidation mix, creating a jet flame through the flash hole. This results in the flame igniting the main powder charge, propelling the bullet forward. The battery cup designs allow the flash to reach the powder charge unimpeded, contributing to consistent and effective function. The Bertardan primer. Designed to have an integral anvil that is a part of the primer pocket on the cartridge case. Also, it contains two offset flash holes flanking the anvil. Function: when the firing pin strikes the center of the primer cup compresses the anvil. The pressure ignites the primer compound, causing a small explosion. The flame travels through the flash holes, igniting the propellant inside the cartridge, propelling the bullet out the barrel. Your boxer primer. How it works is typically used in your center-fired rifles or pistols. When the trigger is pulled, the impact crushes the primer against the internal cap, causing the primer compound inside to ignite, pushing the bullet out the barrel. The boxer primer, the anvil, is integral to the primer itself. It's factory installed on the face of the primer that faces the flash hole. When the primer cup compresses during the firing process, it pushes the primer compound into the anvil, causing the ignition. The boxer primers are designed to ensure reliable ignition, setting off the chain reaction that leads to the firing a self-contained cartridge. In conclusion, the purpose of various primers to overall ensure safety, proper and effective ignition, and consistent performance. They are the essential spark that sets the entire process in motion.